Hey everyone, this is Dina Kennedy, and this is your video Q&A for Wednesday, February 10th, 2016. We have two questions this week. One is about the difference in clockwise versus counterclockwise when you're working with energy, and especially when it comes to space clearing. And the second question is about whether the universe puts us in difficult situations to test us. So these are pretty great questions. So let's start with the first one about the directions of the energy. Barry wrote in, "Hi Dina, I am a classroom teacher and you have inspired me to clear the negative energy that sometimes sits in my classroom. When I walk the perimeter of the room and clap, does it matter if I walk clockwise or counterclockwise?" What a great question. So my first response and my first gut instinct says go with your gut. If you feel like clockwise is what you want to do that day, then clockwise is what you want to do that day. If another day you feel like you want to switch it, then you switch it. When you're working with energy, you really are working with how your energetic body aligns with the energy of the space you're working in. And so you really do want to go with your gut. Whatever feels right is the right thing at that point in time. It's a very point in time process. But generally, when we're talking about energy, even when it moves in a straight line, it's always going in a spiral. And there is indeed a difference between a clockwise and a counterclockwise spiral. For me, if I draw a spiral to the left, which is counterclockwise, the energy pulls in, so it comes into the space. If I draw a spiral to the right, it lifts energy out or up. And so when would we use the two different ones? If we are wanting to bring energy in to help clear a space and pull it in and blast that old negativity out, we would want to spiral to the left, a counterclockwise, to pull it in so it fills the room with source energy and then boom, gets that negative stuff out of there. If we want to energize the room and lift what's in there, pull it out of the walls, pull it out of the furniture, and lift it up and out of the room, we would spiral to the right. We would spiral in a clockwise direction. So that would be the difference for me. Those of you who are energy sensitive or just want to play with this, you could close your eyes and try drawing a spiral in one direction. See what that feels like around your hand and your face if you're drawing it up high like I am. And then try drawing it in the other direction, again with your eyes closed. See what it feels like. See if you notice any difference. Play with it a bit. It's kind of fun. So that's the story with that one. Thank you, Barry. That was a great question. And again, go with your gut. One day it's going to say this direction. One day it will say that direction. Both are fine. It's a very point in time. The second question we had came from Kels, and the question is, does the universe put you in difficult situations to test you? I think so. I think it sometimes does. And not in a bad reason, not in a bad way. Sometimes I think the universe puts a challenge in front of us or a roadblock in front of us because we're supposed to come up to that block and stop, assess where we are, take a look around, and possibly turn left or turn right, or sometimes even turn and go back in the direction we came. I firmly believe that sometimes when there's a block or a challenge in front of us, it means stop. It doesn't mean power through. It doesn't mean blast through it or climb over it. Sometimes it really means just stop, take a look around. Where are you? Does it look better over there to the right? Does it look better over there to the left? So that's one reason where the universe will put you in a difficult situation to test you. I think another spot where the universe will test us is when we're on the spiritual path and we're learning to live more within source energy, more connected to ourself, more connected to our spirit, more connected to our soul purpose. What we're doing is we're evolving and we're shedding old patterns and we're shedding old habits. We're shedding old ways of being as we become our new self. And when that happens, often we feel like we've really stepped forward, and the universe will suddenly present us with a challenge that is similar to a challenge that we've had in the past, and it's similar to a challenge that would in our prior self cause us to have a fit or a meltdown, or we wouldn't have known how to deal with it. Now we have these new tools, this new awareness, this new sense of ourself, And when this situation comes up, now we can say, oh, I have some new tools to get through this with. And I think that Spirit will often test us to see if we're really ready to move forward to the next part in our evolution by throwing us in a difficult challenge and watching to see if we've learned enough to stop, take a breath, look around, assess where we are, apply our new tools, and step through it. One of the hardest things of being on a spiritual path is as we learn and as we evolve, suddenly old things that used to happen will rear their head one more time. And at that point, many people just give up. But honestly, when that happens, it means that you are this close to the other side of whatever it is that's going on. So get some help, call me. Set up a 30-minute phone session. They're amazing. Come get on the table if you're local. Find some help. Journal. Talk. Go for a walk in nature. But be aware that when you're tested by Spirit, when you're on the spiritual path, it often means you are this close to busting through some old blocks and some old crap and getting through to your new higher self. So stick with it. Stick with it. Spirit doesn't want us to fail. It always wants us to win. So the more we come in alignment, the more we find the truth of that. And that's my loopity-loop answer for that one. Thank you so much for your questions. I really enjoy doing video Q&A with you. I love whatever you're throwing at me, so keep them coming. You can find me at dinakennedy.com. Follow me on Facebook, Dina Kennedy Reiki. You can go to my YouTube channel if you'd like to see more videos or find out more about working with me. And let us know, what do you think about changing the spirals? Do you feel the difference in the energy? And what do you think? Does Spirit throw blocks at us to test us? Put it in the comments. Let's chat about that some more. See you next time.